Brenda. Welcome to my channel, the Empress and the Sun Tarot. Today we will start with a general read, and then we will get into some oracle card readings for the viewers. And if you would like a tarot reading, you can please donate to the channel. The PayPal and the Cash.app links are listed in the description box. So we will begin with a general reading for today. Good morning, Cat Lover, Phoenix Rising, Jennifer, Mary Edwards. I hope you're all doing well today. We are just going to tell you wants to do a general read. And she wants me to grab the romance angel. So I am just going to kind of focus on the reading because we're going to channel. And then we will get into questions. So if I don't comment, just it's because I'm just going to channel for a little bit and get Cea's message. She says sometimes people don't understand when I'm not replying when they're, entering, but sometimes we're just, channeling. She wants me to scoot that back a little bit. So you guys can see a little bit what's going on the table. So I'm going to pull it down just a little bit and we'll begin. So this is just a general reading for today. Or whenever you're watching it, please just take what resonates and leave the rest. The first card out is the honeymoon card. Enjoy the bliss of the holiday time together. And then the bottom of the deck is heart-to-heart conversation. So do you need to reach out to someone and let them know that you would like to spend the holiday time with them? Dave started the fire, and now I'm actually getting a little hot. So we're going to push that shut just a minute. So you're now going to get some tarot for the honeymoon card. So it looks like it's about spending some, Christmas time together. That is right around the corner. Less than a month away. So what are you doing for this Christmas season? Once again, there's that Eight of Wands card, that reaching out. So I feel like, it's a great day to reach out, just to send a little, hey, I'm thinking about you message, maybe just something to start the conversation and, see where it goes. Be in your heart space when you send that little message, feel like you would really like to talk to that person and what you would like to say to that person. What would it be like if they reached out today and wanted to have that heart-to-heart conversation? How would you feel? So let's see. It's a very good message. How would you feel if they did reach out today? Because I feel like maybe it's been a little quiet because that Page of Swords is normally, about focused on something else and it not necessarily being, communication. Even though it is that Page of Swords, I feel like it's that person's busy with their own, in their own head, doing their own thing, working on their own stuff, trying to gain their own balance. But sometimes just a little, hey, I'm thinking about you. Text goes a really long ways. Especially if, if I feel like Dave's having a really, I can feel sometimes when he's having a little struggle. And when he does that, I just, I'll send it, I'm thinking of you message. So, it's a great day to, I feel, send that little message, especially if you've been a little, on the fence about sending the communication. It's not about sending a novel. It's about, hey, thinking about you. That goes a long way with somebody. So, and then the next part of the message is the Two of Swords. I feel like, that's, do I call? Don't I call? Do I send the text? Don't I? But I feel like you've been getting a lot of messages, and these are all swords because we get the Six of Swords and the Nine of Swords. And And the Six of Swords is about moving into a calmer water, which I feel is a clearer headspace. And that Nine of Swords, I feel, is about sometimes this card, it's about, there's all this chaos and conflict. But if you really listen to this little, the quiet little voice, it will be the one to reassure you, on what to do. And that's, go into your heart space and ask, is it a good time to send a message? And make sure you're feeling that really heart space energy. If you're coming from a place of ego or fear or really missing that person, then it's not a good time to send the message. It's really, really about, the vibration you're in when you send it. Because, all of these, like here, are, all swords, which is all your thoughts. Are your thoughts, maybe you need to have a heart-to-heart conversation with your ego. Tell it, you are safe, and that you don't need protection from this person. If this is someone you truly love, you will know you don't need protection from them. So I do feel like it is a conversation with your ego. Celia's like definitely a conversation, meditate and have that conversation, that with your ego, say, I would like to have a conversation with my ego. I would like for my ego to know I am safe. Me and Dave do that all the time. I tell my inner child, I am safe. When my ego comes out, we're like, we're safe. We don't need protection. Please, step back at this time. And I asked Celia to take over, my higher self. Celia is my higher self. So ask your higher self, if you want to have a conversation or send a message, ask your higher self to send the message. Then it's coming from a place of love and high vibration, because that's where your higher self is. Okay. And the next part of the message is the Two of Cups, the Page of Swords. He's disconnected, but if you look in this card, he is kind of having a heart chakra activation. And I do see when pigs fly. And sometimes people think, when that other person comes back because they've been in and out, that, when pigs fly. But no, apparently pigs do fly because it's in the card. So, and the next card is the Sun and the happiness. So I feel like as this heart chakra activation happens, it's going to bring that happiness and that connection back together, because in this picture, he's very disconnected. But I feel like that can also be internal. Is your masculine and feminine, are you balanced in your personal energy? Are you balancing your thoughts? This looks like a lot of, chaotic thoughts up here. And then we get the King of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Ten of Cups. So I feel like this is like the potential future energy. I feel like this is past, this is present, and this is future. So I feel like, you've been in a lot of negative headspace about it. But I feel like right now, we're in this time of heart chakra activation and awakening. I know Dave yesterday posted his first video. I did share it in my community link about, a heart space. He shared a bowl plane of the heart space. So, and I feel like it's very much that is going on right now. And I feel like now through March, it's really going to be really strong. So just know that as you're going through this heart, the more joy you can be in, the easier it is for that heart chakra to open. So really try, spending time with people who make you feel, safe and comfortable. People, community, your friends, your family. We have the Facebook group here. If you're going through a struggle, get on the group, send us a message. You can always instant message me. And we always, give advice as we can, and I feel like the future energy is this, this King of Pentacles, this relationship you want, that husband-father energy, something that's really balanced, where you guys can work together on the happiness. So I feel like it's a beautiful day for, starting that conversation. And I feel like the conversation has to start internally. You have to decide that you're going to listen to the quiet voice, ask your ego to step aside and ask your higher self to have the conversation and reach out to somebody that you're not in contact with, that you would like to, work things out or just change the situation a little. You have the opportunity right now, because it is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful energy with that. So we're going to pull a Cosmic Journey card for guidance. Okay, so it looks like the card that came out is you are perfectly imperfect. So just know that you don't have to wait till you're perfect to make, contact or communication. And know that every day is a process, and every day we're working on ourselves, and just, you're the best you are today, and hopefully you're a little better than you were yesterday. And a good mantra we say is every day is getting a little bit better. And the bottom of the deck is the Alchemical Artist, which is about, finding the balance in your life, finding the balance in your thoughts is really important. So I think it's time to really, have this heart-to-heart conversation with your ego, and let your ego know that you're safe and you're secure, and that you would like your higher self to be there, because when you're in that scared fight or flight mode, the ego is completely in charge. And when you're in that fight or flight mode, the higher self can't come in. So do some meditation and talk to the ego and invite your higher self in. Invite it, into the situation with you. Invite it to guide you and to help you. You literally have to ask. So ask your higher self to guide you. Okay, that is the morning message. I will post that separately, and then we will get into oracle card reading for everyone. We are also doing tarot with a donation. So we hope everyone is doing well. Hi, Beatrice, how are you doing today? I love the y'all. I'm a y'all girl. I grew up in Oklahoma. I said y'all before y'all was an acceptable term. When I was 14 and moved back to California, we were told don't say y'all. It's not an appropriate thing. So I'm a y'all girl. So who knew? Beatrice, can we get a card for you? I slept really good till about 3 in the morning. And then so you want to talk to me. So we dozed lightly on and off and got a lot of messages. So Beatrice, do you have a question, or would you just like a general today? Okay. So you're telling me to change deck. She wants to go with the Cosmic Journey with you. Okay, and Beatrice, the card you get is Say Yes to the Open Door. So so any offer that you get, say yes to. Dave always tells me that, say yes, and just see where it goes. So say yes. There's going to be a big open door for you. And then we get the You will only see the way by making the way. So I feel like I feel like you said yes. You ordered the dragon deck. So I feel like you're opening to your path. I feel like you're a lot more powerful of a spiritual guide than you realize. So, hi Maxine, how are you doing today? Hi Cat Lover. Do you have a question, Cat Lover, or just a general? Okay, what can you expect for December? And I'll say this, Beatrice. I was telling Dave not long ago that I felt like the dark was pursuing me when I was in my dark night of the dark night of the soul. And something that I realized during that is it was so hard for me because I was going to channel Celia, and I was going to be her messenger. So I feel like that's why it happened, and I feel like you maybe are going through a little hard time, Beatrice, because you are a lot stronger of a teacher, healer, and guide. Those were the words I heard a lot, and I was like, no, not me, but clearly that is the role we have now stepped into. And Cat Lover, you get the Galactic Grandmother card. I feel like, your ancestors are probably trying to communicate with you. And then you get see through the perfectly purple lens of your galactic destiny. So if you're unsure about your spiritual path, Cat Lover, ask your galactic grandmother. They're always there to give you guidance. And ask for a sign and you will get one. Ask for a certain color of, if it's out of season for rain, ask for an umbrella. Just ask for something out of the ordinary, a balloon or, something that you would not normally see. And ask for like a specific color when, talk to them and ask them and, to show you for guidance that they're around you and they will. Like my mom rings my chimes. So somebody's trying to give a message to you, it sounds like. Critka, can what's your question, please? Maxine, did you have a question or would you just like a general? Okay. Okay, Critica, we're getting for you. Will your families agree to marriage? You get the engagement card and the give your relationship a chance. So I feel like yes. Yes, yes, yes. So I feel like they will. You're very welcome. And Maxine, we are switching decks for you too. So he wants me to get this spirit and animal. Thank you, Beatrice. We greatly appreciate it. So Maxine, this is a general for you. Bye, Miss Beatrice. Have a good day. Maxine, you get the card of strength or sensitivity and strength, tapping the forces within. And then the bottom of the deck, you get the Archangel Raguel card, which is harmony, justice, and solutions. So, Maxine, you're so much stronger than you think. Whatever you're going through, just like I said with mine, some of that tough stuff was, because I was going to do something really important, like channel Celia. She's like, she's my gift. And Maxine, I feel like that reading in the very beginning might be for you a little bit. Ask your ego to step aside, tell it you're safe, and, ask your higher self to, help lead your path. Ms. Ms., we're going to get a card for you. You are very welcome, Maxine. Ms., the cards you get are your eternal spirit card, higher self, and sacred intuition. Are you meditating and communicating with your higher self? And then we get the past life guides, karmic lessons, and present assistance. So, ask your guides and ancestors for assistance. And then you get the Archangel Raguel card, which is happy or justice, harmony, and solutions. And then the bottom of the deck is Archangel Zadkiel, self-acceptance, compassion, and forgiveness. So I feel like the archangels are trying to communicate with you. Your ancestors are trying to communicate with you. I feel like when you're sleeping, are you getting woken up in the middle of the night, Ms.? Ask the archangels for assistance, and they will come and help you. And then Bridget, did you have a question or just a general, or what would you like? And Bridget, where are you from? So my guide would like to know. Sometimes she wants to get to know. Yeah, she feels like your new energy. So she's like, where are you from? You are very welcome, Ms. Bridget, are you a twin flame? I'm a twin flame reader, and I normally attract that energy. So, just curious. Okay, I'm in union with my twin flame. Sometimes Dave reads with me. So, I don't know. So you just wanted to have a little conversation with you. She felt you were a brand new energy here. So, she sometimes likes to ask. And we play the, oh, that means he's so guiding you. Oh, Bridget. I also do this other thing. I channel people that have passed away sometimes. When somebody kind of needs a message. So, so maybe at some point we might have a, I know Celia will have a message for you now, but sometimes we have another message. So, and Bridget, when we do that, we won't do it here. Just so you know, or I try not to. Sometimes Celia, I definitely feel a presence here. That's why I was like, Celia's like, hold on, we need to talk to her. Some people we give a message to and we go on, but Bridget, she was not letting me do that with you. She's like, we want to have a whole conversation with you. Because I can feel your heartbrokenness. So he said he's with you every second of every day. Apparently, Bridget, we are going to do this right now. When you are sad, you cannot feel him as well and understand his messages. That's why he comes to you at night when your resistance is a little less. Yeah, so he's like, that's why he's like, are you getting woken up a lot at night? Like a lot. Are you meditating? Do you generally meditate? Is that part of your like daily practice? And just so you know, Bridget, we will probably drop off and be the only two here in just a moment, because that's kind of what happens when Celia needs to talk to somebody. But when you're sad, and you're in that sad place, it's because you're looking for him where he was, and that's not where he is. You have to go in your heart. Celia says do like a meditation and like go into your heart space and ask your ego to step aside and ask your higher self to have a conversation with him and really be in your heart space and feel the love you have for him, and you're going to feel his message back. Like, but you will like, so it's like you just have to really get in your heart space. Like if you're in the place of being sad and missing him, which I can, like, you see me, I can be empathic, so I kind of can feel things. So yeah. So we're going to give you a message, Bridget, and I'm inclined to tell you I have a private Facebook group for my channel. We do messages on there. Sometimes we do classes, but through that, you can also instant message me on Facebook. I am inviting you to, join our Facebook group. I'm actually going to say, I would actually like you to personally friend me, so we can have an instant messenger conversation, because I feel like there's so much more that wants to be said that I don't really feel all of YouTube just needs to hear. And that conversation will happen just in the right time, when you're in the right headspace to have it. I'll just say Dave and I are getting ready. My twin flame are getting ready to go on vacation. We leave Friday, but we're taking my coffee and card show and my channel with us during that time. So I invite you, Bridget, to spend some time with Dave and I. Feel our love, and it's on my banner on my page, or it's in the description box. The Facebook group is. And we're just trying to find our soul tribe, you know, the people like. But now we're going to get you a card, Bridget, because I had to wait for Celia to come back. He's so surrounding you, like it hurts him that you're so sad and you can't find him because you're so sad. He wants to be connected to you so badly, and he can't when you're in that sadness and hurt place. Bridget, there is no death. You don't die. You just leave the meat suit. He's like, now he's like everywhere. Like he's everywhere. He is not gone. He is like more with you now than he ever was ever before. Now he is part of you, and he is everywhere, like literally everywhere. Ask him for a sign. Like my mom rings my wind chimes. Ask him for a sign. So you know when he's there. I'll say something and with Dave when we're out sitting in the hot tub and my wind chimes will ring. So ask him for a sign to let you know he's there. I feel like a tapping on the shoulder. I get that a lot. And I feel like that. I feel like that's what he's doing to me right now. He's like, make her hear you. But when you're sad, you can't find him. So, spend some time really happy, being happy with your daughter, get in that high vibration and know he's like right there, like with you. Okay. So, like he says, you know what to do. That's what I feel. I feel like, well, you know what to do. You're just too hurt to do it. So, Bridget, sometimes I come on and I feel like I'm meant to talk to somebody. And today I feel like that's definitely been you. So yeah, join the group. And like I said, we do, readings. We do a Chiron class. Bridget, have you ever heard of your Chiron? This is something my guide feels is like our key. It's on your birth chart. Oh, Chiron, it's Chiron. It's on your birth chart. It's the key symbol. My guide Celia says it's the wounded healer. Celia says that's what we got to heal. And Bridget, I would love to trade services with you. But like we just did a class on this. I'm going to do another one in December about how to heal this. Like I did this and that's like changed my entire life. That's how I brought my twin flame to me. So we did a class. I did one in the Facebook group, but the next one I'm going to just do for the public. But like healing that like has changed my total path. I'll say my Chiron is third house communication and Aries. And communication, you see what I'm doing? Never would have done this before. So letting Celia flow through me. So, but here we are. Oh, and you can't connect to your clairs because you're so sad. You have to have appreciation for what's there. And he's like transformed, but he's like right there. Like he's trying to lead you to your pot of gold. Oh, I'm working on it. I know a little bit. I know of all the things I've learned on my birth chart, this is the very most important. And right now, Chiron is in retrograde. Bridget, how old are you? Rising Phoenix or Phoenix Rising, we will, but my guide Celia's talking to Bridget, and that kind of nothing can go really till we get done. So Bridget, look at your birth chart. I'm guessing you have it. So look where your Chiron is, what house and what sign. September 1st, 1981. Look, I have my notebook today. I don't always have it, but today I got it. Bridget, do you know what time you were born? I'm going to delete the chat, won't show. So I will ask you just to post it. Okay, delete that message. There we go. We don't want everybody in the world knowing that. I am going to look up your Chiron after I get done with this coffee and card show. Join the Facebook group and friend me, and we'll have a whole conversation. Celia's like, we have to help you today. So she's like, today. So I'll look it up, and I'll see what I can find and give you some guidance based on the class we just did. But we feel really guided to help you. But no, he is like right there. Do you see a lot of butterflies? You are very welcome. Like, there was no way we weren't going to have a whole conversation. Celia's like, we're having a conversation. When we started, she told me we're having a conversation. So I knew we were going to have a whole conversation. So you are very welcome. And he's like so around you. He's like, I feel like the hug of him, his like energy around you right now. Like, I feel that, like, no, he's embracing you. Why don't you go outside? Did you not go outside before? Celia wants to have a whole conversation. We're still not done. She's like, nope, we're not done. We're going to talk. Coffee and cards is that way, though, Bridget. We don't always just do cards. It's about conversation, and, we help. We're here to help. Bridget, you should go outside and put your feet on the ground. It's so good for your energy. Like, to ground, like feet on the ground, like, and to get some fresh air. And did he love the outdoors? I feel like you need to go outdoors. Yes, when Spirit wants coffee, and we're just gonna chill and talk for a minute. But and that's Celia's like, we'll be that way for anybody that comes here. We know we're very guided to talk to Bridget today. Yeah, you need to get back outside. Like, That's what I'm like. I hear like outside. I'm like either he like outside or something, but I hear you need to get outside. So go for a walk, get some fresh air. Yeah, I feel like you need to get outside. I hear outside, like go for a walk. Like, oh, when you go for a walk, you could probably when you go for a walk, start appreciating things and then start having a conversation with him. But kind of, go easy with the walk, be like, if you still have leaves on your tree, appreciate that because all of ours are gone because it's about to. We've already had snow here, and we're in Indiana, so it's already snowed here. So if you go outside and we still have green grass. So but go out and do a little bit of gratitude. That'll raise your vibration a little, and then you can have a conversation with him. He so wants to talk to you, Bridget. Bridget, do you do tarot? Yeah, do you do tarot? Oh, you're in North Dakota. Oh, you're probably getting some bad weather. We watched that Ryan Hall y'all guy, and he talks about the bad weather. Can you go outside for like a minute or two, or is it too bad to even go out at all, Bridget? I have no idea about North Dakota. I know here it's cold. I say this, I have, the fire going behind me here. Bridget, he has so much to say to you. He said you have to get where you can hear him. He has so much to say to you. Oh. Go for a walk. Literally go outside and talk to him. Like he says, as soon as you get in your element, like when you get in that comfort place, that's why I thought maybe it was his comfort place, but it's yours apparently. Go out and just walk a little bit and talk to him. Like, I feel like he has so much to tell you. Like how Celia's with me, ask him, Celia's with me all the time. If I'm in alignment, Celia's with me, and he can be the very same for you. He's going to be the best guide you ever had. Hands down. That heart chakra just burst open for me. So I like had hands down, like he you've closed your heart so much, he says. Yes, he's wanting, like he's waiting on you, he says. He's like, I feel like twiddling thumbs. Something about twiddling thumbs. I don't know why that reference, but something about twiddling thumbs, kind of waiting on you. So join the group. Yeah, and as soon as you start the ball and that like drops everything, like nothing can happen. Like Bridget, we're going to give you an exercise to do, okay? Because I hear you like writing. So I want you to write down 10 little blurbs of 10 of the best times you ever had with him. Get in your heart space. If you get to that feeling of that heart space, you can feel him. When you feel the love, you're going to feel him all around you. Then you're not going to hurt anymore because he is there. He is so much more there than he was ever there before. As hard as that is to believe, he is more there now than he was ever there before. And I'm going to keep shuffling because that kind of eases me back into Celia, because I can really feel your hurt. Yeah, you have to get into your heart, because he's like, yeah, Celia's like, write down your happiest times with him. Like, relive those moments, feel him in your heart, be in that heart space. Because when you're in that, you can feel him. And when you can feel that, you can feel him everywhere with you. Like, he is so there with you. Yes, to where now he's like literally everywhere. He is I hear 100% focused on you. Like now, because he can be everywhere, he is like so focused on you. And he just wants to talk and communicate with you. I hear, oh, he's keeping you up all night because he has so much to tell you. I had the craziest reference of woman in my head. So would he ever say woman? Because that's what I just heard. I don't know why. So what's meant by that? But yeah, something. Some reference about that. Yeah, but Bridget, he's so like, what would you guys do at Christmas time normally? And Bridget, do you have a reference with daisies? Because the card that came out is the creation card, which is she's watering some daisies. And so you wanted me to show you the picture. I feel like this is saying you need to nurture yourself some, Bridget. You're being really strong, and I'm guided to show you the bottom of the deck card, which is sensitivity and strength. And you see that little angel feather there. He's so with you. And the next thing is the conscious steps card. So you have to be the one to take the step, but you have to do some self-care for yourself and for your daughter. And so he says, make sure you're doing that self-care, because sometimes we get too much into that masculine energy, and you have to make sure you have balance with that. But no, like as you take those conscious steps for self-care, he's guiding you. Like he's like right there. He's like, I hear your anchor. Like he's like always going to be there to guide you. Like always going to be there. All you have to do is be in the vibration to hear him, because he's trying to communicate so hard with you. I still hear the woman reference. So I don't know if that's him saying that or what that is, but it's like, a very strong reference of that, which is not normal for me. So we're going to assume that's him. But Bridget, please join the group. So he says we have to answer a couple other questions now, but he's definitely trying to, reach out to you. And then who do we still have in the chat? Oh, Phoenix Rising, did you have a question or would you like a general? Okay, Bridget, have a good day and try some meditation. I hear really try it and get in your heart space because he's like so right there. Like, okay, Phoenix Rising, will you hear from your Capricorn soon? We get the soulmate card. Yes, this is your soulmate for Phoenix Rising. And you get express your love. So I feel like you will get the opportunity. I feel like there will be Phoenix Rising. In the beginning of the video, we did a general read, and it was about the self-talk you do yourself. So sometimes we have to tell our ego to step aside, that we're safe. And I feel like maybe you need to have that conversation because this is your soulmate. Yeah. So he says, have no doubt. Richard, where's the new apartment at? I hope it's in New York City. Richard, have you applied for a job there? Have you applied for any jobs there? Start getting yourself established there. Get a job. First step, get a job. We get the card longing and depression, the attachment card, which is the number 2 card, but on the bottom of the deck, we get the mindfulness card. So I feel like meditate and write down how you would like it to go, Richard. What would it be like if, but so he's like, don't do it out of, do it as it's the next right thing for you. Okay, Richard, we're going to have a conversation. How did you meet Anna? So he's like, let's have a talk about this. For you or for her? Because that's some fate right there, Richard. if you go to New York, do you want to get your own place or do you want to live with her? I feel like Celia's saying, do what you really want to do, like get a job, get your own place. Unless your relationship is ready for that point, but I feel like you haven't talked about that, so maybe why do you want to live with her? I feel like that's that attachment energy Celia wants to talk about. Have you been to her place? Have you met her in person? Richard, please don't just go move in with her without prior at least meeting her. Maybe schedule a trip there, or maybe schedule a trip for her to come and see you. Tell her, you'll buy her a plane ticket to come and see you. But you have to have a little of that getting to know each other time, and in person, because anybody, you have offered, but she hasn't came to see you, or you haven't gone to see her. I feel like, Richard, before you go and you move there, you need to, because what happens if you move there and then you guys decide, day 2, you're not compatible and you've moved there? That could just put you in a not great situation if you don't have like a backup plan and just like not meet, like, I can be anyone on the other side of my phone, but that doesn't mean the person that I am when you're living in my house is the same person. So you just want you to be aware and kind of, I hear the getting to know each other is what I hear. So you just like, just take a weekend trip, talk to her, say, I wanted to, I was thinking about coming out for the weekend. I have some time off and whatever, and I was going to come out for the weekend. How do you think that would work? Could I stay with you? Or do I need to get a hotel? Like, give her the option. Don't make her feel like you have to stay with her, because that might be too much for, for a female. I will just tell you that's normally a lot to, like, for the first day of her meeting you in person, you to want to come and stay at her house. As a woman, that's going to be, especially that lives in New York, I'm guessing she's, very, aware of her surroundings and such. So just offer like a weekend thing and see what happens, or maybe offer a weekend thing where you both go somewhere to meet each other, somewhere that, and, in a place where you can both, oh, yeah, well, in January, I would meet her in person, and have a little time getting to know her before I would just move to New York. Unless you have friends or family there that can help you. If it doesn't work out, what happens if you go there in day 2, you find out she's really not the person you thought she was? Maybe she's a hoarder, or maybe there's something you don't know. But Celia's like, definitely spend a little time getting to know each other. I mean, you might hit it off on day 1 or day 2 and, decide, yes, this is absolutely what we want and we want to live together. But don't pack all your stuff and go without actually spending any time. Richard, if you're in the vibration of that you need to leave your apartment soon and that's kind of a desperation I have to do something kind of thing, that's probably also throwing her off energetically. She can probably definitely feel that. So you just take your time, even if you have to talk to your apartment and see if they can't, give you a couple more do a couple month lease or a 6-month lease. So maybe you don't have to leave yet. But so you just don't just jump in or, unless you have a good safety net behind you for if things don't work out on day 2. She's just wanting you to be cautious. So, I understand you have to leave, Richard, but I'm just telling you, a woman most generally, as a woman, I would not let somebody just move in with me on day 1. Even if I'd been talking to them for a year online, I'm probably not letting them move into where my place is without having, some courtship and things. Because a relationship... So you says you're just trying to rush it and she doesn't think it's a good idea. I keep hearing getting to know each other. Absolutely. Richard, what do you like about your apartment now? And Love Mia, we're going to get a card for you. Any advice on what you're going through? Love Mia, you get the mindfulness card. Peaceful presence and quiet mind. I understand it might be in foreclosure, Richard, but what do you like about the apartment you live in now? If you're just in fear about your apartment and that negative energy, it's going to make finding a new apartment harder. If you can focus a little bit on the positive things of where you're currently living, okay. Hey, Richard, come back in a day or 2 and listen to this video. So you said you can't really hear us right now. So we're going to keep going. Love Mia, we get the mindfulness card. I feel like it's saying you need to do some meditation and quiet your mind. Or you having a little bit of mind chatter? Because then we get beneath the surface, which is the hidden truths and something unknown. And then we get the journey guide. Travel or change in location. Love Mia, are you going somewhere? I feel like there's going to be a change in whatever you're going through. I feel like you need to quiet your mind a little bit because I feel like, that beneath the surface lies a great bounty. So I feel like meditate a little bit, and then I feel like there's going to be a change, travel or a change. So whatever you're going through, just know it's for your greater good. There's going to be such expansion out of it afterwards. Raya, will Mohit come in my life? Okay, Raya, we're going to get a card for you. We get the express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. I feel like yes, but you have to let go of control issues. Everything happens in divine timing. Sometimes things aren't moving forward because there's some healing or some other work that you have to get done first. Something energetically that has to change. Do you have a pattern with relationships in the past? Hi, Fancy Nancy. How are you doing today? SS is true feelings for me. Fancy Nancy, we get the soulmate card. And we get the trust card. And the bottom of the deck is the romantic feelings card. So that's a pretty good indicator. Romantic feelings, you just have to trust that he's your soulmate. Amrita, Neil's true feelings towards me. You're very welcome, Fancy Nancy. Amrita, we get the attraction card. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. And you get the codependency card. So, does he have some codependent behaviors? Is he working too much? Codependency doesn't always mean about, drugs or sex or alcohol. Sometimes it is, work or video games or anything we spend too much time and our energy on. Third party. But you get the attraction card. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So I feel like it's saying, you smell the roses and do your work and shine your light, and the right thing will work out for you. If it's third party, no, you deserve better. Put a boundary up. Don't tolerate it. Amrita, we're going to ask, do you have your birth chart? Have you looked where your Chiron is? It is the key symbol on your birth chart. And my guide Celia says it is our key. It is, the thing we have to heal here when we come. So we are encouraging you to look at your Chiron. Look at what house it's in, what sign it's in. And that can kind of give you a little, direction to go in. Hi, Elin. How are you doing? It's an asteroid. It's spelled Chiron. Chiron. It's this symbol on your birth chart. I did a class about it. I'm going to do another class about it in December on how to heal that. It's done wonders for me. So my guide feels it's really important to share. So we will be posting something in the next week about signing up for the Chiron class. We are always guided to share that information. Elin, did you have a question? You are very welcome. Have a great day. Or it's day where I am. I feel like it might not be day where you are. Maybe. Yes, Elin, we'll do a general. Samaya, what does that mean? Hey, something is happening because something is happening. I guess I'm confused on your question. And we will get a general for you, Elin. So he says we're using the romance angels. Hi, Rhonda. How are you doing? We will get you next. Elin, the bottom of the deck is the separation card, and we got a whole bunch of cards today. We get the religious factors, which is, for me, this is your spiritual path. It's kind of knocking. We get the trust card. You get the worth waiting for card. That one's good. The engagement card. The express your love card. And then we get the deception card. I think the deception might be the little bit of separation. Elin, did you see your person this weekend? Sometimes it might look like it's one thing, but it might really be another. Because the honeymoon card and the stay optimistic card is right there. So I feel like if he pulls his energy away or something feels a little off to you, just, focus on how you feel. And I feel like all of this is happening because of your spiritual path. Are you loving yourself enough? Self-love. Because we get it's safe for you to love. Are you loving yourself enough, Elin? Do you know your value? Because somebody else can't see your value unless you see your value. So I feel like there might be a little quiet time, and then you're going to get an offer maybe at Christmas time. But you have to be loving on yourself. Self-love is really important. In the very beginning of the video, we did a reading, and it was it was talking about having a conversation with your ego. Tell your ego, say, I would like to have a conversation with my ego. Tell your ego you're safe. Ask your higher self to come in. You have to invite your higher self to come in. Your higher self will not come in unless you invite them to come in. Really. So just be like, I asked my ego to step aside. When me and Dave are having any conflict, literally one of us will have to have our ego step aside. And then the other one will do it because we kind of mirror each other. If Dave gets in his ego, it immediately puts me in mine. But you know what? If I get in my heart space, it puts him in his heart space. So the more you're self-love and in your heart space and really loving and appreciating things, for one, it makes you a lot more attractive. And for two, like, they're going to feel that heart space love energy coming from you. So love yourself. So you just love yourself. And Rhonda, we're going to get a general for you. So he wants us to switch to abundance cards. And Rhonda, we got your mini video or your message the other day, and Dave and I were talking about it. We have been having some conversation about it. Even though we haven't replied back, we have been having conversation about it. So we just had a ton of stuff going on. And Dave did post his heart chakra video. I shared it in my community tab. So I invite everyone to go take a listen to, I think he named it A Journey Through the Heart or To the Heart, or because Dave is having a heart chakra activation too. So Elin, go listen to Dave's video. We are going to do another video tonight, and we'll probably post it tomorrow. He's going to play the bowl, and I am going to do a chakra opening and activation and alignment while he's doing the bowls for that. So we are going to do it together. So we will be posting that probably tonight or in the next few days. We're going to try to get it done tonight. It was Celia's request for us to do it together. And Rhonda, we're getting cards for you. So you want to switch to the abundance cards. Okay, we're going to put the glasses on for these because we always have to. The first card, Rhonda, you get is liberation. The doubts and fears still come up. You don't believe them anymore. They're not you. This is a time of liberation. And Rhonda, Celia has advice for you. Get a notebook, like said notebook I'm carrying around. Write every thought you have down. When you have those thoughts and those really great things, write them down so you don't forget them. Like I carry my notebook with me. So when I have an idea, if something triggers me and upsets me, I write it down to try to figure out what's that trigger, to figure out the pattern in it, because everything's a pattern. I was doing that this morning before we started. I was working in my other notebook. But one of your ideas is really going to give you some liberation financially. Financially. I hear with a big exclamation point. I was going to say, I knew we had another message. And then we get the grounded card, which is many of the most evolved beings on earth are regular folks just living with joy, joy, dignity, and courage. So, just regular folks, make sure you're being grounded, Rhonda. Celia says feet on the ground. We told somebody else that earlier. Make sure, you're getting your feet on the ground. It really and then we get the courage card. Let me be open to courageously take the steps that are shown. So, Dave sent you something, he said, but we have to, I had another idea about something. So me and Dave are going to, the signs is the bottom of the deck, Rhonda, which is, instincts are the message from the inner divine. So I'm going to have another conversation with Dave about it when he gets home tonight. But I had an idea, so we're going to talk about it. And then we'll get back with you about it. But I feel like your idea is really going to ground you. I think it can be very successful. But Celia's like, write everything down. Like she's like, get a notebook, write it down. So we definitely have a message for you. So, and I think now I'm going to take a break. It must have been, I must have had to stay to talk to you, Rhonda. I had to talk to Bridget earlier, and then we must have had to stay to talk to you. And be open to receiving, Rhonda. Are you open? I have to say that because Dave and I were talking, because Dave's kind of not open to receiving. Dave loves to give, but Dave is not very good at receiving. And I feel like you may be the same, Rhonda. Are you open to receiving? So a question to ask yourself. Every day it becomes easier to receive my highest divine plan and to trust my inner guidance. So, maybe have that little mantra, I am open to receive, say it, write it on a little sticky note and put it around you a little bit so you can see it when you like walk in through a doorway or, in your bathroom or somewhere. And, have that as kind of your little mantra. I'm open to receive. Just kind of lets the universe know that you're ready. And you are, Rhonda. You're ready. And I feel like it's getting ready to pop through. And you'll know when it happens because you're going to be starting to receive. And I feel like receive big. So I am going to be back later for some more tarot, and I'm going to do I'm going to start posting a daily card of the day for each sign where I pull a tarot and a oracle. And we're just going to do that every day. Just for a little general guidance for each sign. But everyone have a good day. See you later. Bye.